Hey guys, it's Dream here and welcome to this video. As you can see from the title and the lovely thing next to me, this is a Connor jacket review from the game Detroit Become Human. Now I should probably point this out right now if you're planning to watch this review to see if it's any good that you want to buy it. This version I have right here, you cannot buy it from the company that I bought it from. So I was looking around quite soon after I finished the game because I need to do a cosplay from this, and a lot of Detroit cosplays that had only just been released. So this is their first version of the jacket. I messaged them because they actually changed the picture on the listing to their slightly upgraded version, which I will admit looks closer and more screen accurate to the game. And I was like, well, which version am I getting? They said, you're getting the one that you ordered. So mine isn't exactly screen accurate. I'll explain why later. But the version they have now is probably better if you do want to cosplay male Connor. I'm actually doing a gender bend version, so even though mine's not screen accurate, it doesn't matter because I'm doing a female version, so it doesn't have to be exact. But this one I bought for £45. It was actually on sale from 60 something pound down to 45. I'm pretty happy with the price that I paid, and this company actually makes their own cosplays, and that's why I went for it rather than the stock photos ones that everyone seems to sell. I'd rather support a company that makes their cosplays rather than resells them. So for the jacket, it took about a week and 3 days to actually arrive. It did take them a week to actually post it. I did message them as like, is my jacket being made from scratch or is it just not being posted? And they were like, we apologise for it, we're going to send with better shipping. So it only took a week and 3 days, so I don't know if that's express shipping or not. So if you are going to order from them, I would say give it a bit extra, but even then a week, less than 2 weeks is still pretty good shipping time. But yeah, let's actually look at the cosplay. So here's the front. I will point out in the bag that it came, it just came like a clear bag. It was slightly creased, it was folded, but I have had to iron it to make it look a bit better because obviously you don't want a creased jacket. So on to the details for this cosplay. This is the front, just a quick look, and then here's the back. Now this cosplay is made from your average cosplay material. You can probably see there like all the little lines, like your school skirt kind of fabric that you get with any cosplay, and it also has a bit of like silky material for the blue parts on here, and this version also comes with like a type of plasticky fabric. And when I was ironing this, I did realise it was sort of not sticking to the plastic, but obviously there's a bit of like friction, so I was like, I ignored the plastic bits because I don't know if they're gonna melt, and I also don't know how it's gonna handle in the washing machine, but we'll see when we get there because I haven't actually worn this out. But in terms of details, I very much like this cosplay, like a lot. It's got all the little details and there's nothing which is like out of print. If you look very closely, there is a little bit of messiness to it, like the lines aren't completely straight, but you're not really gonna see that in photo. So you've got symbol N, you've got the armband which is actually sewn into the jacket, and I do actually plan to have LEDs with my cosplay because if you played the game, his jacket lights up, which is really cool. So I do plan to just have a band over the top rather than having to unsew this. And it also has the little triangle and the details on the front there. And the other thing I really like about this cosplay, it has functional pockets. If you know me and you know how I hate not having pockets, it actually has pockets. It also has buttons, which he does not actually have buttons on his jacket, and also the button holes are not actually apart and they look like it's just been sewn in to look like details. So I'm actually gonna undo that and take off the buttons to make it look more accurate. And the only other thing which isn't really screen accurate is one of the big differences between the jackets is these bottom bits. Now if you look at the pictures, this bit is actually meant to be smaller, but they've basically stuck on like the plasticky material to it, and it does actually have a little bit of glue at the top there, and I did actually peel some of it off to make it look a bit neater, and it doesn't look too bad from a distance, and you probably won't see it close up. But now onto the back, we have more of the white detailing and the plasticky-ness with the writing on. Now the writing does have a little bit of little circles and gaps in it, probably because it's printed onto the plastic, but that's not really a problem. And the only thing I did notice is when I got this cosplay, I don't know if it was because it's screwed up, but the fabric actually bends a little bit. I don't know if you can see it just there, it's kind of digging in, and where it wasn't ironed, it didn't sit properly, so it was basically covering my butt, which I thought, oh, I hope I can fix this. Even though I've ironed it, it's still doing that a little bit. And as you can see on the sides just here, it's creasing up. I don't know if it's just this one that I got, but the fabric doesn't seem to sit straight, like there's not enough fabric on the inside, so it's sort of pulling on the bottom. But to be honest, it's not a major problem. I'll just have to try and do something with it. And I did actually tell them, and they were like, okay, we'll give you a little bit of a refund to try and fix it. To be honest, I mean, it's that nice, I don't know if I want to do anything to it, but I might do something. I'll have to see how it looks actually in photos, but I'm sure I can use Photoshop to fix it if it looks really bad. So I have the jacket on, and in terms of the sizing and how it fits, this cosplay is perfect for me, which is something I don't say often, especially from cosplays from overseas. Normally, like with jackets, like especially because it does have like the padding in it, and some jackets always look a bit blocky and manly, where these actually look fairly nice. And the sleeves actually maybe just a little bit long, which is not a problem I often say, and actually I don't mind that it's a bit long, because I'm wearing this in the winter, at least I can like wrap it around myself and keep myself warm. But yeah, sleeves fit really nicely. It's long enough, and the back, as I'll show you, like I said, this one has a slight curving problem, so I mean it doesn't look that bad at the back. Also, I should probably point out the inside of the lining looks like really nice as well. It's kind of that, you know, typical lining as well, and this one you should see I got in a large. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this cosplay apart from overall I'm fairly happy with it. I mean, there's not really many bad things to say about this. So this one you can't buy anymore, as I said. I mean, the only main difference is the fact it's got buttons and these bits at the bottom, which I could modify if I really want to. I will get rid of the buttons, but overall I'm very happy with this cosplay. The quality of the cosplay is good, the customer service was really good, shipping was pretty good as well, and the price was good as well. So would I recommend Cosroll to other people? Yeah, I would. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully this video was informative in some way, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.